any. Seemed kind of cool. I don't know about the 20 lands with the 2 in the sideboard. I assume the 2 in the sideboard's obviously for when I bring in the 4 drops, but like 22 lands and the 4 drop still feels a little light, but overall, pretty interested in trying it. I think it could be kind of cool and potentially good versus the red-black decks, which is what I really want to try. It's using this cool card, Flame of Keld, which is probably more cool than good, but it is definitely worth finding out. I guess I'll keep this hand. It's pretty atrocious, but can cantrip this into trying to find some kind of pressure, I guess. Third shock's obviously never what you want. That kind of sucks because I want to shock that, but shocking that's probably not great because of our friend the Chain Whirler. I feel like I need to kill that again. I just feel like they can go off too much like this. Alright, well, at least we get to save our thing. Get wrecked, little brah. That's bad. Pretty bad too. Guess we're going to pass here, see if we can find something better to put the Wizard's Lightning on. I would have felt this would have been a fairly decent match, but we didn't draw any pressure, and we kind of like just drew like our mediocre cards in the match. Definitely probably not a favorite, but like it doesn't feel like it should be this embarrassing. So I have another shock in case he does have a blossoming defense. And as long as they don't have a bristling Hydra, it's like not the end of the world because we have an Abrade that we can try to save for the 8/8. Or I guess we can just throw it on that. If we draw a land next turn, we'll just cast one of these and go on about our day. Be a little sad that we drew them both like this, but hey, it is what it is. Would really like to have had a creature in play before we played one of these. And we didn't draw a land, so... No, it's a 20 land deck, but... which means we're not too much of a favorite to ever actually have a land, but... we are several turns into the game now, so... ah, there we go. It's like you're throwing a shock to my face because it's just not a thing that happens. Hopefully they don't find a Brontodon to kill this, but even if they do, it's not that big of a deal. We lost a shock and another flame. Hey, look, dope. It's okay. Assume he'll have a removal spell for this since he's not played one yet this game. Guess I shouldn't press F6 just in case he has a... Just in case he's got like a block plus a blossoming defense or something. But he's got a... If near Deadlands over there, so... Assume he's just going to take it and then kill it. This deck's kind of cute. I don't know how good it is. I think it's good versus the red-black decks and maybe good versus the blue decks. Which is what I really want to find out. Would really like to draw a Goblin Chain Whirler this turn. This card's kind of neat. I don't think killing the Walking Ballista gives me even a chance. I'm just going to try to draw another Lightning Strike and go on about my day. Like, what I just did is a clearly pretty risky play because he can kill me in 2 turns, but I think his draws are so powerful that he kills me in like 3 or 4 turns either way. Maybe even better than that in some situations, so just going to do the slight gamble here. That's kind of bad for me. He's got something else. Just has another Walking Ballista. Wow. Well, I guess I'm never beating that. I'm really happy with just throwing the damage at his head now. Anyway, I'm dead this turn. Of course, we end up with 7 lands. Oh, we had a good chance there for a little bit. I feel like I kind of just want all of these. I feel like I want this package versus them. Not sure if I want this package at all. Daniel definitely wasn't playing this 75, by the way, because I was told about him having cards in this sideboard that aren't in this deck. I'm going to sideboard these out as well. I don't think that card's particularly good, but we're just going to try it, especially on the play. Left basically a lot of our removal spells in that can kill a snake. Yes, technically these can kill a snake. Maybe they're worth it. Maybe they're better than shock. We only have 8 wizards though. Whatever. I'm going to try them over shock. One shock to rule them all. I wonder if I'm supposed to just sideboard out some Flame of Kelds. This hand's fine. The 10's about exactly where I want to be. Let's play that turn 2 Flame of Keld. I think it's kind of cool how Flame of Keld turns on Hazoret. So if he's got a snake here, we get to put the lightning strike into it. Well, that's unfortunate. Yeah, well, hopefully we'll hit a land. If not, our offense is now officially over. Get a sneaky point of damage in here if he doesn't block. Failure for us, he blocked. Alright, deck. You can do it. Land us. Sneaky snake? That's not a land. Rip. Well, I did say at the beginning that I thought it was going to be kind of bad that we didn't have more lands in our deck. It appears that is occurring at the moment. If he plays anything that gets counters, I'll go ahead and try to lightning strike. If not, we'll just take the damage. Don't want to let a blossoming defense do whatever it can do here. Yeah, Sphinxender could be a fatal push, which is why I was trying to hold as long as I could. Guess we'll take this up and just attack. So next turn we can, if we draw a land, we can play Hazoret, the land plus this, which would be sweet. But or if I'm ever supposed to play Hazoret on that previous turn, because now if he's got a contempt, we could be in trouble. Another snake. That's stop drawing snakes, friendo. Stand by these Adventurous Impulses are just clearly not good Magic cards, but yeah, what do I know, right? Kind of interesting. So we get to slap them down to 4 here. We have this Flame of Keld that even if they do have a Vraska's Contempt, takes the majority of their turn, and then we get to like still just like tick up Chandra and use the Gifu. I think they have a nice hole that they have to dig out of here. Okay, that's a good card. They probably have to put 6 counters on the Gearhulk, then 3 on the other thing. Yeah. Which is good at killing the Chandra. That means they're still probably going to take damage this turn. Okay, let's start by doing the math and seeing if we're dead. If We attack with both, and he has another Gear Hulk. Plays the Gear Hulk, makes this a 5, which attacks for 10, 16, so we're not dead. Oh, we just win. I'm sitting over here trying to figure out how we don't lose and we're just lethal on board. That's hilarious. Yeah, I think Sean probably saw it before I did. I'm not very bright sometimes. Alright, well that sideboarding seemed to have worked out. Alright, so what do we want to do on the draw? I'm fearful about Llanowar Elves. So like, maybe I want these over the Lightnings on the draw. Maybe the Flame of Kelds just aren't good if I have all these 4 drops in. Maybe I literally just want these 4 cards over the Flame of Kelds. I'm not confident enough in knowing or playtesting. I've not playtested this match, and I'm not confident enough to actually know that, but I'll hedge and take 1 out. I feel like they're going to have a bunch of Brontodons and crap anyway. Yeah, no GP coverage, but it was Team Trios, so it's not that big of a deal. It's not like it would have taught us anything. There will be SCG coverage, though, which is the same format, which is kind of cool. In fact, Heath just messaged me a minute ago asking if we were coming, but I've not got to respond since we're streaming. Alright, we'll keep this hand. It's not great. Guess I'll respond now. Alright, we'll keep. This hand's obviously not great, but we have a lot of removal spells, so... JK, this hand's the best. It's the best around. We have to get some lands. We have multiple draw steps before we have to have the land, though. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the team format at all. I just think it's silly, and it should be a once in a while thing that's just kind of special. But what do I know? My stomach's starting to hurt. Not even streamed 19 minutes and my stomach is crushing me. Starting to sweat too. I'm dying, guys. Alright, well, that's 2 draw steps we've missed on a land. We do have 22 lands in our deck right now, but I still feel like we just lose the game if we don't hit a land this turn. Sure. Hey, Tomo. Doing pretty well. Hopefully everything's going well with you as well. I'm just going to throw this at his face. Three draw steps that we've missed on finding a land, which means we're probably close to no outs now because of that. Assuming he has lands and everything. I mean, he doesn't have to have lands or anything. His draw could be as bad as ours, etc. That's now the 4th draw step we've missed our land. Wow! That's a crap ton of money. Congratulations, man. That's actually really sweet. I played one version of Mono White Mono Black that seemed like incredibly bad, but that's the only one I've played. I want to open up my mana, so we're going to do it like this. And, of course, we miss again. No, you never showed us a link of it. I think Mono Black's actually reasonable at the moment. I'm actually just gonna kill it like this again. Alright, I'll check it out after this game, which hopefully we'll hit our land this turn. Nice. Actually, I guess I'll show it out now. Oh wow, that is sick. I'll show it for people on YouTube that are watching and can't click the link. This is actually really weird. Wow, that is cool. I assume he's gonna have a removal spell here. If he don't, we're probably just gonna win. Yeah, we're just gonna win. He didn't have a removal spell. He's unlikely to have an out. Even if he had Death Gorge Scavenger, we just throw 3 damage at his head, then kill it with Fight with Fire. So our opponent had, I mean, he had a good draw, but his deck requires more mana than ours. Yeah, there's actually a fairly good market on collecting that type of card. It's really cool. Ripjaw Raptor, 3 damage to the head, and we just win. Ripjaw Raptor's not even that good because we have Fight with Fire that we could have won with as well. But we start off a League 1-0 with Mono Red Shenanigans. That's what I should have named this deck instead of Mono Red Burns, just Mono Red Shenanigans. I need to try Mono Black. I actually think Mono Black's pretty good at the moment. I need to try a different build of Mono Black. I want to start with like the Tulio build. We tried to build it 8-0'd the Grand Prix and then like kind of crashed and burned on day 2 sometime last week. Well, I guess earlier this week. But I want to try something closer to this. I think Tulio's build's actually pretty decent. I want to work on his sideboard quite a bit, but he's now moved up to 2 Cabal Strongholds, which I'm not sure how much I like these 6 lands that like don't really help Cabal, but other than that, I really like his main deck. Huh. We have drawn this like kind of terrible hand again with double Keld. Why have you uninstalled all TCG games? TCG games are the bomb diggity, friend. I guess we'll just start throwing damage at his head. 200 lands in a row between them? That's insane. Sure. It's either going to take a Flame of Keld, which he shouldn't take, or a Lightning Strike. Hey, Dung, what's up? Guess he's going to take the Lightning Strike. How's he taking a while to figure this out? Hopefully he just doesn't understand how Flame of Keld works and takes one of these. Drawing Flame of Kelds in multiples is useless. I'll put them on the corners. We'll make an art project out of our hand. Nah, we'll put the burn spells on the outside. The burns that can actually target a player. There we go. Art project done. JK, it never stops moving. Ah. We can take this mountain and put it all the way over here if we want, and then this one all the way over there. Oh, look what we did. I feel like we've already lost this game, by the way. I feel this game started out so incredibly bad for us that like we're just going to get Scarab Godded outed pretty easily. Actually, we can't even do a whole lot about Scarab God. We can bring in Magma Spray and try to 2-for-1 ourselves, but like that doesn't seem like it's going to win a game. Scarab God decks are probably amazing versus us. Maybe our opponent like got hit by a meteor. Alright, this is getting boring. Three minutes on a relatively easy Doomball decision. I will alert his attention that he has to do something. Boom! He took a Flame of Keld. I don't know what's going on. Alright, well since he took a Flame of Keld, we're just going to go to his face and see if we can get there. Maybe he has two of them. That's something that would make sense, I guess. Guess what, Karn? You're being ignored. Opponent, you may have another Karn. Huh. I kind of want to play this, but... But we're just going for it. It's gonna be pretty hard for us to win, but like I feel like this match is really bad for us anyway, so like I'm just stone gambling. He put the Karn in his hand, by the way. Alright. Well, we have a lot of outs to actually win now, assuming his hand's not wonderful. You can have this Drowned Catacomb, I guess. Just in case I need a haste creature. Because I feel like he's going to buy the Beaumont this turn. No, well, he's not going to buy the Beaumont this turn. Well, that's good for us. That means we're going to get an extra turn out of all of this, right? We're going to take 5, 6, 7, and then next turn we're going to make it 10, 11, 12, 13... 18? That kills us, 19-20. That's unfortunate. We draw a Lightning Strike this turn, we win. But that's about it. Or another Shock. That one doesn't do it. It does block though, so. So that means we get one more draw step. But now he can have Vraska's Contempt. So theoretically we have 3 Lightning Contempts. Or sorry, 2 Lightning Strikes and 3 Wizard Lightnings in our deck. So, what is that? 5 outs by 40-some cards, so we have a little less than a 1 in 8 chance. Would do the actual math, but I don't care. I think it's somewhere in 11% chance range, but... And I could be forgetting about some random card in my deck, too. Who knows? But I believe that's all we have. You can have another Scarab God, friend. I believe that's all we have. And if he's got like a Supreme Will or something, 3 of those outs may not even be outs. So 5, 9, 10, 11, 12. Don't think he has anything that can kill me, does he? Okay, well, never mind. We can't block anyway. I was trying to decide whether I was even going to bother to block. Oh, he hit a lightning strike off my Gonti, so we're just dead. We would have hit it, too. I feel like our opponent slow-rolled the living crap out of us. I don't actually know what I should do sideboard-wise versus this guy. I have no idea what we should do. I can see arguments for bringing literally all of these cards in. Can't get rid of this. I just don't know. We can get rid of this. We can get rid of this. I don't want any of those really versus removal decks anyway. So we have a minimum of 4 cards to bring in. Probably want to keep a good portion of the braids. Just bring something like this in and take out some of the Kelds. We might have to 2-for-1 ourselves to kill a Scarab God, but it might be our only chance. Oh god, this hand's horrendous. Yeah, this hand's slightly better, but it's still pretty bad. Guess I don't want that underneath my Beaumont. Alright. This hand's really bad. I think game 1's supposed to be our good game of this deck. So giving up game 1s is pretty brutal. I think this card is actually very bad right now. It's going to be good versus me, though, ain't it? Kind of feel like I can't pop the Beaumont here. The Hazard's too powerful. What the hell? Just saw something move and then it like disappeared on my dashboard. I have no idea. It's just weird. Maybe I got DC'd. Nope, 35 minutes. Alright. About the worst card we can draw in this spot. I guess we're just passing again. Got down to 2 of those. I wonder if it was worth it to play it. If I had one more land, I think I would have definitely played it. And just attacked and sacked with Beaumont. This deck feels like it's light on lands. As the majority of the decks we play are. Are we far enough behind that we can just cast this now? I feel like he just has a counter spell or something. I'm just gonna cast it. I don't think our Hazard's gonna resolve anyway. And I feel like he's just gonna untap and play Scarab God next turn, so. Oh, never mind. He's gonna negate it. That's even better for us. Only had a counter spell and a duress versus our mulligan. Wonder if they kept Essence Scatter in. You can have a swamp. Casual turn 7 and we don't have our land again. Guess I'm just ignoring Karn. Say double block. I'm going to try to line up a way to kill both of these. That's kind of interesting. I was definitely sacking this anyway, so. Oh, what do you know? We didn't hit another burn spell. Does that seem as incredible to you guys as it does to me that we're now on turn 7 of the game and drawn 2 extra cards, but we've only saw 2 burn spells? Or did we see more? Alright, well, I guess you get the Fatal Push, because I clearly can't give you the Scarab God, so you just basically win next turn when you get the Scarab God? Probably has a Contemptor or something at this point. Oh, what do you know? They have a Contempt. Yes, get your Scarab God back. Let's see if we can get incredibly lucky. It's a good chance they have a negate, so like we probably actually can't even get lucky. Like it's probably not possible at this point. That match does not seem very good for us. I don't even like Karn in his deck. I don't know why people keep shoving Karn in that deck. I don't think Karn's good in any deck that the -1 isn't incredibly, or sorry, the -2 incredibly relevant. And like, sure, it's okay in that deck, but I honestly think there's just enough good 4-drops that you don't ever need it. I don't even think it done much in that game. And that was a game that it went uncontested and ignored, so like roughly the best it can ever be, and I don't think it was a particularly good card. Alright, well, this hand's a keep. The red deck, probably dead since our hand's horrendous. Drew like everything we don't want versus an aggressive deck. Yeah, hopefully we'll hit our land though. Oh, if we hit our land, we have a chance. If we don't, we're dead. Pretty much where this game ends up. Guess I'm just going to kill this one because of what I just said. Like, I'm willing to scoop if we don't hit our land, so taking one less damage seems better. I'm willing to trade this for Pia. I could have saved it for conjunction with the Flame of Keld, but we have so many cards in our hand that I just don't think that's real relevant. If he uses a removal spell on this, I'll try to save it to build the smash. And if he doesn't, we're just going to save burn spells to throw at his head. Oh wow, so they have the black cards apparently. Sure. So we're going to put them at 5 and then cast a Flame of Keld. Guess we're not going to put them at 5. We're going to see if we can kill that with the Lightning Strike now. Alright. That gives us 3 chances to draw one of a bunch of cards. It's only bad if they have like Glorybringer, like double Glorybringer. Oh, we were really far behind this game, and we ended up just not being really far behind. What cards were we going to hit? Oh yeah, we were hitting all sorts of burn. Alright, well, they struggle with Hazoret, and I think we want all of these in this type of match as well. Don't think I want the Chandra. I definitely don't want to build the smashes. I definitely don't want the cantrip. I don't think I want some of these X ones. Probably going to take out the Beaumont Courier. There's just too much of a liability versus the spooky Chain Whirler. And beyond that, I don't actually know what to sideboard out. I guess our deck's going to be a little bit slower, so I'm going to sideboard out a couple of these. I don't know what we're taking out for the last card. I'm just going to cut one of these at random, basically. I don't know if it's right. But this is the match that I've been wanting to test versus for days, and seems to be the quote-unquote, and I'm putting out the air quotes here, like the strongest deck in Standard and the most played deck in Standard, and we're just not getting paired versus it ever. I'm going to pass here and probably just shock that to save some damage. Our little dude gets haste anyway if he plays, something that we can Magma Spray. This is a play mistake. I was supposed to kill it before he tapped it because if he has build to smash now, I'll just get screwed. Hey, Tacos. Yeah, I am up pretty early today. You will not hear me deny that. I'll cast both of these this turn. In case he only has a Chain Whirler for the next turn. I'm honestly kind of shocked they sideboarded that one in. They missed their land drop. So they're doing one of our sweetness. Our sweet tasks. Guess I need to throw this lightning strike at their head. Just so we know the Hazard can attack next turn. Kinda hate doing that. Like, seems so wasteful, but not attacking with Hazard seems pretty wasteful too. Short. Well, I just messed up there pretty badly, didn't I? I should have played my land. That was a play mistake. Should have cast a land, that way I could have finished off the Rekilling Phoenix. I screwed myself pretty bad. Like a lot of things I lose this race to now because of that. That ain't one of them. But like a Pia would be pretty good. Yep. Things are going poorly. My misplay was really, really bad. But now at least we can Wizard's Lightning that, then untap and play Chain Whirler. Hopefully we'll be able to attack. Our life total is low enough that I'm actually going to attack Chandra here. No, would have put them at 4, but I don't know if we could beat them before they could kill us. Maybe. No, I'm supposed to attack them. I forgot that the Chain Whirler done 1 point of damage to the Chandra. That was a play mistake. I should have just attacked them. May turn out being okay, but it was still a play mistake. And this time we definitely attack them. Because next turn we're going to draw 3 cards, and if even one of them's a land, we can throw 4 damage at their head. And the odds of them both being a land are pretty low anyway. Yeah, so we'd be able to play that and throw them both. Alright, 2-1. Seems like it's pretty good versus the red deck, but his draws game 1. His draws game 1 were pretty good. His draws game 2 were not good though, so. Not actually been to bed yet, Tacos. No, I think the red-black deck, in parentheses or quotation marks, whatever you want to say. People say the red-black deck is the strongest deck in the format and the most played deck in the format. I don't know if that's an accurate statement. I'm just saying that's what people claim. So that's one of. I think this has a decent match versus it, which is why I'm kind of like just trying to test it to see if this could be a RPTQ option for like the middle seat or whatever. Feel like it's good versus the blue-white decks too, but probably bad versus the blue-black. So we'll have to see. Hopefully we don't see this tap for a minister. And basically I think this is a middle tier deck, but maybe like I don't think we're going to be able to have 3 tier 1 decks at an RPTQ or even 3 tier 2 decks. So like I'm just like looking for other options that like free up a lot of cards, and so basically I'm going to probably test a bunch of monocolor decks. I was thinking this one would be applicable. I have to hope our opponent doesn't have a Silhouette, because that'll crush this build to smash if he does. Saving the Warlord and the build to smash to like try to pump up the Soulscar Mage on the next turn, and then maybe the following turn after that play the Chain Whirler after they have a chance to settle or whatever, but alright, so I guess I'm going to start with this one. See if they stop this at all. They don't seem to care about that. Alright then. If they don't care about that, I'm going to try this too. They didn't play a Silhouette last turn, so, and they can't cast out or settle this turn, so I think it's worth the gambit. It's probably the best chance we'll get for Build to Smash this game. Because I assume they'll have like settle next turn. It's kind of cool that settle next turn we can code up the Beaumont Courier and never get rid of it. See if he takes the 2. Well, we've got him to 2 life. And we still have our Beaumont friend in play. I think we're going to start with this one, see if they take the damage. They may have to counterspell it. If they do, we're going to slam the Lava Runner and probably attack with both. Maybe just attack with the Lava Runner and try to protect the Beaumont Courier a little. I think there's a good chance that they have to react to the Chain Whirler. Sure. Guess I want to attack with both. If they have Seal away, they have to use it on the Lava Runner. So putting them at 1 seems relevant. But that seemed pretty good. I think these are good here. I think these are good here. I don't know about a Braze because a lot of their builds doesn't have anything a Braze can even target. Let's try it like this. I think Build the Smash has a little bit better upside than Warlord's Fury. Have we solved it? Have we found a deck that beats blue, white, and red, black? Time will tell. I mean, so far our opponents have had pretty poor draw. It appeared, but like the game felt comical. And this deck seems like it could be tuned too. Like this deck doesn't seem like a tuned deck. This red deck seems like a nice idea that can be worked on and improved. Especially the sideboard seems relatively weak. It's just a random 5-0 list from the 5-0 dump. Again, I don't know if it's good. This is a limited size or a limited sample size and testing, but it seems encouraging so far. Does he play standard All-Star Flame of Keld? Boogie woogie woogie. Ooh. I'm just gonna play this one. I think he's gonna counterspell it. He did not counterspell it, which means he's probably got to settle. Which means we would get to resolve Hazard. We could play a round settle too. Like maybe we don't attack with both. I think we just attack with both though. Oh wow, he can't settle. Cute. He played Magic and I died on turn 3 and 4. Probably throw the shock at him this turn and the Soul Scar Mage. So I kind of don't want to play the Soulscar Mage, but I really want Hazoret to be able to attack next turn. I guess Hazoret could have attacked next turn anyway. Playing the Soulscar Mage was wrong. I messed up. I wasn't thinking that I'd have a 5th land. For some reason, I blanked on this being turn 4. I just had a small mental breakdown there. Well, Sean, I do have 25 of this mountain. Hey, he doesn't have white mana again. So he's just going to play like Tezzeret here. He may have to bounce something. Yeah, he had to bounce something, which means bad things for him. To double sleeve most of my cards anyway, son. Yeah, he bounced things. That's bad things for him. Alright, well, we've at least locked up a pity chest. Hazoret was built to smash. He didn't even give me a chance. He was like, no smashy, no buildy, no. I've not checked my email in over an hour. RIP, no new emails. That means no money has been made. I lost to Blue-Black Scarab God, which I imagine is just a terrible match. I think Scarab God closes games too easily, or too quickly, and I feel like this deck's actually relatively slow. And in game 2, he just like duressed one of I mulliganed, he duressed one of my spells, and he negated my my Saga. So I was just like, alright, well, I lose. And I missed a million lands, but I don't think hitting the lands changes much. Alright, we'll keep that. Who is Mike Jones? Let's Google. Who is Mike Jones? A Houston-based rapper that released his debut album I assume opponent wasn't expecting a real answer. What's up, Heath? Shouldn't you be playing like round 1 right now? I feel like you're supposed to be playing round 1 right now. I had no idea what he's referencing. If that's a pop culture reference, I have no idea. I literally Googled it. Let's give our bro first strike. I like our opponent. He amuses me. No silhouette, please? Can I get an island, please? Ha! Get wrecked! This Build-A-Smash is sweet. It does 4 damage. Oh, you're 1-0? KCI for the first time at a comp event? Oh, gosh. So if he's playing blue-white like he just said, let me get an island, please, this Abrade's going to be relatively bad. I expect I'm the only person in the room on it. Nah, there's somebody in the room on it. There's somebody in the room on it. What is this? No! Wait. Sweet! Our Abrade does something. If he's playing Chain Whirler, does that mean he's on the dreaded blue-white gifts and I have to save my Braid, maybe? probably... This match is probably horrendous too, but this match can't be... Oh no, he's not. He's just on... He's got a disallow and a seal away. Casey has been putting in the work. It was in the finals of the NGR qualifier that I watched last week. I believe it was Josh McClain that was playing it even. It doesn't seem like GPG, so I went ahead and threw the braid out. He got rid of a Silhouette, though. Does that just mean he has a Silhouette? It means he just has to have another Silhouette, right? Whatever. We'll do all we can do to him. He's at 6 and we're out of gas. But we did mulligan this game, so... Mulliganing is obviously extra bad. We drew double a braid, which kind of sucks, but... It was really close to being able to buy back that champion of wits. We can use this a braid to kill our bro. Alright, I guess we'll keep that bro. Actually, I probably should have killed it, but... What you gonna do when the Gifu Lava Runner runs wild on you? He has to counterspell this one or I just get to kill Teferi. Alright, so I assume we're dead this game. I think this champion of wits is gonna kill us. But it's gonna take several turns. Maybe there's a world where we can draw enough burn spells to like throw them out at him or something. Seems like it's going to be pretty unlikely. He kept one card. We know he gets the blocker next turn, so our next draw step's dead. Oh, sweet. If this resolves, our next draw step's not dead. Please don't counterspell this. I care less about this dealing a damage and more about this getting a Lava Runner off the top of my deck. Like, if you have a Silhouette or a Cast Out or a Settle, sweet. But I don't want this Lava Runner, so I really hope you can... I really hope you stop the bro. Or don't stop the bro. No, don't disallow this. Now I have to draw this stupid Lava Runner that I don't want. Maybe I can trade it and an Abrade for his champion, but like that doesn't seem like a winning line. Could be afraid to tap out too, who knows. We're obviously dead though. I think it will require a tremendous amount of luck to make a comeback from here. That's a torrential G. Boom! Get out the way! Alright, well, we have chances. Is he washed up? Like I said, I have no idea. I didn't really know who he was. I literally Googled his name. No, that's okay. Turns off our shocks, but we have plenty of other things that can theoretically kill. Don't think I'm even going to cast this one. Actually, I will. I don't care if he's got another Fumigate. Malice weekends or so. He's at the Grand Prix. There's text coverage. There's a picture of him on Twitter sitting beside Misplaced Ginger. Does anybody else feel like I'm on 0 outs? Unfortunately, there's no live coverage. Let's see if I can put him at 2. He's 34 cards deep into his deck. It's just hard for me to imagine he doesn't have more counter spells. Alright, well, we can't put him at 2. That's unfortunate. I was hoping to turn on all of our shocks. He's literally 19 cards deeper in his deck than me. 20? Whatever. I guess we'll, since he's at 3 life, we'll keep playing till the last second. Thought we were going to win this game there for a while. His hand looked pretty atrocious. What is this? Sure. Yeah, if he's spinning the gate on that, that means we're just dead. No, we didn't draw any Flame of Kelds or anything, which seems like one of the important cards in the match. Actually, still just going to take these Abrades out. I'm going to take these Warlords out too. Kind of just run it back like this, I guess. Thought we had a good draw that game. I thought we were going to have it. Dominating Champion of Wits does not seem like it's trying to help his game plan. Seems like it's just like kind of random card number 1. We did mulligan that game though, didn't we? I don't remember. Yeah, we mulliganed that game. Might have won. Might have won if we were on the play or we drew or whatever. Definitely keep this hand. We need to hit some lands, but the hand itself is very good. Our opponent had the pleasure of mulliganing this game. Oh, unerotic. Why did it take me this long to be able to read that word? I think I said unretric or something. Yeah, I'm just, I just can't read. I'm a hillbilly. Alright, well, there's the one land that we really needed, so. That's helpful. Probably cast a Chain Whirler next turn. It's kind of weird. Would have probably took the 1 damage and I don't know, maybe not. Bluff and Essence Scatter, I don't know. Well, maybe I'm just wrong. History doesn't seem like a card I really want in this match. Huh. Guess it's gonna do good work here. Maybe we didn't find a deck that can beat blue-white. Ooh, that's a good card. No Essence Scatter, please. Or maybe we did, now that we've drawn a flame. Maybe that's what we were missing the entire time. Do I play around Settle? Probably. He might have to counterspell this if he actually has a counterspell. If he doesn't have a counterspell, that means... Oh wow, he didn't counterspell the Flame of Keld. Yet he had a counterspell. That means... If I'm guessing, that means he didn't have the Settle and I should have bashed with the Hazard. It's kind of interesting that Flame of Keld can like turn off Hazard in a match like this, but I still think it's worth having the Flame in the deck. That's super unfortunate. So we get to deal at least 1 damage here. If we draw a land, we win next turn. That's not a land. He has the Settle now, of course. Kind of sucks that we couldn't draw land. Maybe we're not supposed to go for that play. But we're pretty sure he didn't have to settle a few turns ago, so it seems like it might be worth it. If any one of them dealt damage, we would have won. Alright, well, we have this Wizard's Lightning that can just win the game, so we're going to try to play this slow and steady and see if he taps the majority of his mana for something. That's disappointing. I think he'll counterspell this if he has one. He's only got one card in hand, so I'm just going to go for the lightning here. Maybe I should have did it in response to the Glimmer earlier, but he hadn't showed me he could beat the Hazoret yet, so... Maybe these build dispatches aren't good enough. I really just don't want these other cards though, do we? Yeah, we'll just leave it like it is. Alright. Do we get the 4-1 or not? This hand's pretty bad, but I actually almost think we have to keep it. The 22 land deck. This deck doesn't feel like it mulligans very well. Seems like it's okay, Guo. Drawing the second mountain would give us a really good shot, but... We're like 64% to draw on a land or something. And then we need a third. I'm going to keep it. It's probably a mulligan, but... I feel like these are some of the important cards in the match is the main reason I'm keeping it. Still need to draw a second land. Actually, I'm going to attack with one of these. Because we can throw a Lightning Strike end of turn, and next turn play a Lava Runner and a Wizard's Lightning and attack with both. Whereas if we play the Lavamancer this turn, it gives him a chance to counterspell it, and the burn spells might not resolve. Or this way, if he counterspells this Lightning Strike, it ties up the land on his turn. Huh. Alright. Plan changed. Just gonna attack for one. Kinda glad that we kept the Lavamancer now. There's just no way this resolves, right? You had to use a real counterspell though, so that feels kind of good. Oh, we've hit a land drop every turn. Another real counterspell? Hmm. I'm just gonna play this one. If I ever draw a burn spell, I may get off the Hazoret plan. Oh, he's got that. Rip. 3 disallows into a Gearhulk can be a problem. He's still at 9 life. If he's got a counterspell for the Flame of Carol, like if he has a second Gearhulk, we just lose. I think you're supposed to sideboard out Gearhulks in a match like this, but what do I know? Alright, don't counterspell it, friend. If you do, the game's over. He has a negate too. Alright, well, we have to get really lucky now. I feel like we've probably missed damage at some point this game. I don't think the hand he kept's keepable. Like, I don't think you keep a bunch of disallows versus a deck like this, so I guess I've sideboarded very poorly. I think it's worth killing that. Like, I may have played this game very poorly because I think my opponent sideboarded very poorly. Which is a problem. Just don't think 3 mana counterspells does anything. And there's a Lyra, so the game's over. Oh well. I didn't even bring in a removal spell for Lyra because I legitimately don't think Lyra is very good anymore. I need to stop assuming people are going to counterspell like I think they will. Or, sorry, not counterspell, sideboard how I think they will. I have to stop assuming people are playing outdated lists that have proven to be not great. Anyway, so our pity chest got us 39 cents. I don't think he drew hot there. Like, I don't think that was even a good draw by him. I think his draw was pretty bad. Like I said, I would expect to normally beat those cards. If I just jammed, for example, if I just played the 1-2 on turn 2, we would have ran away with that game because he kept an unplayable hand. I just assumed he couldn't keep a hand like that ever. Like, I put that type of hand at 0%. Because most of the cards that he played versus us are cards that I typically would sideboard out. Like, I don't think they're good. But if we just played this on turn 2, we won the game. Like, he wouldn't have beat it. But I tried to be clever and play in a manner that could, like, beat settled wreckage and stuff. And, like, I just failed miserably at it. So, like, maybe I just outfunked myself. Yeah. It was my fault. Like that game was definitely a win had I just made one play differently. Anyway, I want to thank you guys for coming out and watching. Keep in mind that the SEG Open's on right now. Yeah, everything in this has come out of just random chests I've opened. Pity chests, and every now and then I'll open a few more chests, but we're a little low on funds right now, so we're saving everything that's not pity chests. Yeah, like we're completely out of funds right now, so we're saving things that are not pity chests. What time is the MOCS? Is it too late to join it? Yeah, apparently it's too late to join it. I was not paying attention to the time. RIP. Cunningham 2-0. No, he's playing mono red. Anyway, thank you guys for stopping by. Nah, I don't want to keep anything on Moto, to be honest. Not a fan of keeping cards on Moto. Pretty much get rid of everything because mana traders is the truth. Like, not using mana traders seems like pretty medium. Mana traders rocks. But anyway, guys, go watch Simon. He just won a Grand Prix like last week, I think. Great player, and he's currently streaming Domo CS. Anyway, take care, everybody, and thanks for stopping by.